Boom. Yeah.
Oh.
Boom, 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 boom.
I'm Charlotte. That's right, baby.
Whoa, 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 Woo, whoa. woo, woo, woo.
Yeah.
You here's good?
We'll see though.
Yeah.
Wayne's Brothers, that was another good one.
Wayne's Brothers.
Wayne's
We're
Brothers.
Yes.
Wayne's
We're
Brothers was a
happy
good
and
one.
we're single and we're colored.
Da-na-na-na. Give me a high five.
They were single.
Cut and print, beautiful guys.
Dynamite.
Don't worry about
Dun,
it.
dun, 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 dun. Let me go live. Oh, yeah, yeah.
Ah.
Cute though, cause she brought up a video of when you did 6ix9ine.
Let me go live, let me go live, let me go live.
That's not gonna be an 18 and up class though, cause Tiana.
Baby, baby, baby.
Oh, Tiana.
Tiana Taylor.
Oh, Taylor.
I got some
Damn song.
We late, but we here. It's gonna be a short episode.
loving
Be a short episode.
Yeah, because I got to work in the morning.
And I got a size small on, and I am uncomfortable.
You gotta be there at 6. Make sure you get your coffee. That's how you get off.
Yo, 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 yo,
Two.
yo, yo.
Oh, baby,
We on the live.
baby.
Yeah, yo.
Yo, yo, yo,
What
yo,
up,
yo. What's up, Christina?
y'all?
You're about to get.
I did-
Oh, yelled at you.
I know, right?
I take my
Girl,
medication.
I've been being.
I take
Nah.
my medication.
Have I been being mean?
Look. You grabbing? Why you grabbing him?
What
I'm
up,
gonna
what
kill
up,
if I
what
say
up?
no.
Yo, listen. You tell him the truth. Have I been?
What's up, yo? He
She has
hopping
not
on the
been being mean.
podcast. Going on the podcast soon.
You said it.
What
Jill,
you say?
Time.
she hasn't been mean.
Red or white thing.
Hey.
Ooh, let's do red. Let's do red. Let's do
We're
red.
about to go live on the pod
Let's do
pod.
red. Let's do red.
Right.
Christina,
All right,
Christina
then
said
why-
you the
why'd
nicest
ask
child.
me?
Huh?
So annoying.
Christina said you the nicest.
I got some good ones. I
Christina,
had a good
let
one. It's like a little
You're
fruitier.
giving bubbles.
Hop on the live at
Mhm.
on our YouTube to catch us on the podcast.
So annoying.
Diddy.
All right, here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Y'all get home
did you guys
safe.
record a class you're taking for fun. Did you guys
Alright.
record a class you're taking for fun?
It's dope because special guests can come to that dough.
Huh?
Special guests
Oh
can
yeah,
come
it's
to-
dope.
Dun, dun, dun.
All right.
Dun, dun. They walk down the
Eh.
aisle. Dun, dun.
Sound like a motor on you. I'll turn it over there.
Oh my god, right?
All right. What up, y'all? This is
No
another
disrespect.
episode of Chemistry
Chemistry.
with our special guest Cha.
Walking through.
Walking through,
Walking back to the door. Back, forth and forth.
Both and forth. Okay, so
Come on, Leah.
hey guys, if you're on here, go to our YouTube and catch us on the live there. This lighting is fire. I can't even front. All right, but catch us on there. See y'all later. Peace. What's up, boys?
Hello.
How's it going, man? You know,
Good.
Good.
life be lifing.
Life be life.
Life be lifing. And
Always.
quick announcement. I just hit my water goals today. 102 ounces, baby. Woo!
All
How
right.
you feeling? I mean,
Feel
different?
So you consume that much?
So I'm gonna show y'all what I got, right? And Brandon put me onto this. The Hydrate Spark.
Okay.
Is it bougie? Absolutely. Does everybody need it? No. Do I need it? Yes. It's a smart water bottle. So when I drink and I put it down, it'll sync with my phone and tell me how much water I took for the
Really?
day. Mm-hmm.
Where do you get that from?
Sync up. Amazon. And you'll see it.
Obviously.
You'll see it glow. Ready. Sometimes it glows, and it'll tell me how much water I took.
Scam
And then, yeah.
Maybe you didn't drink enough water.
I know. I think
Took
it's
a
what it
little
was.
sip.
I took a tiny sip.
Yeah.
But basically, it'll do that, and I've been drinking water a lot for the past like week and a half. Actually,
Okay.
no, I'm on my second week now, actually. And I haven't hit my goals each time, but I was at a point where I wasn't drinking a lot of water for the day, so it's been
Yeah.
helping out.
Nice.
That's good.
Yeah, you know. So
Word. I need that.
I'm feeling hydrated. I'm feeling very hydrated.
Nice.
And
You know what that means? You're going to pee clear now.
oh yeah, dude, that was the first day. I was like, oh
Hydration.
shoot, let's go. You know.
Good.
But yeah, I've been feeling hydrated. How about y'all, yo?
Oh, I'm feeling good. I had a good day today. I went to New York to take Kendrick Samuel's class.
Today?
Yeah.
Oh, dope.
It was his last class before he leaves for Los Angeles. So it was lit. Like the whole New York was in there. Everybody and their mother was in there. The energy was high. It was
Fire.
fun.
Dope.
Then I came here.
Hey.
So I was late. So yeah.
Nah. Ty?
Same. I mean, I'm feeling good too. A lot of concept videos I'm in. They're coming out soon, and
Mhm.
just like a lot of work been done, working. So everything, yeah, is good. Just Feeling good, getting rest, dancing a lot, doing what I love.
That's
So yeah,
amazing. That's fire stuff.
a lot's coming out. Lots coming out.
Cool. Today I want to talk about the creative process. So basically, backstory. I think this week I've done the most concept videos I've done in a while.
Mm.
This past 2 weeks, actually, right? So I think I did Chaz. I did Chaz, yours, DNA's, and Taylor's within the past 2 weeks, and that's 4 concept videos, and 3 of them are already done.
Tyler.
Tyler,
Mhm.
did I say Taylor?
Yeah.
Tyler, sorry, Tyler. Um,
Ties and ties.
ties and ties, yeah.
Tie.
But yeah, and I feel very accomplished. I like after I finished DNA's today, I felt like I gave myself a pat on the back to be like, oh, you
Yeah,
know
that was
what?
quick.
You're doing that.
It
You're doing
was.
this. I mean,
Yeah.
that one's still not completely done, but I'm like, yeah, you got a good solid thing going. And yeah, I'm kind of at the point where I'd like to discuss the creative process when it comes to like what do we see when we think of these concept videos? Like, what's the first thing that pops in our head? For me, I'd say it's the concept, right? So, what's the story I'm trying to tell in the sense of whatever song is picked. So, especially for the DNA one, like I knew we wanted to be on the beach, so I wanted to like have something like beach appropriate. So let's, if anything, for that one, it was the beach was the first concept, I guess, and then after that came the songs. But I feel like sometimes it can also be that you have a song first, and then you're like, oh, this like now the location. So based on my creative process in that one, what's you guys' kind of creative process when it comes to your location and your song choice?
I think for me, it's I go with the song first, and then if I really like it, the idea just comes out of nowhere.
Mm.
Like I can listen to a song over and over again, and then I'll have an idea, and then one day I'll be like, "This is it," and then
Yeah.
I just switch the whole thing, and then it comes out to something different. I always like to go for like what will snatch the attention and what is like out of the box from
Mm.
what I'm usually seeing.
Yeah.
I like to go above and beyond with my stuff.
Yeah.
So it's like
So one that I
wild.
helped you shoot, the Go Crazy one. Go Crazy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, what song?
Crazy. You go crazy.
That one was pretty interesting because that was at a old abandoned warehouse,
Yeah.
and I didn't expect that. I was like, he was like, yeah,
Yeah.
this is graffiti place, and I was like, okay, cool.
Was that Milford?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I know which one.
Yeah.
That's fire.
And it's funny because when I do my concept videos, I myself can never explain my full idea because I don't know my full idea.
Mhm.
I only know half of it. Until I get to the editing, then that's when I'm like, this is what I'm doing.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. I never know the exact, it might look like the whole thing is there, but it's not really there until I get to the editing.
And
And I'm like, okay, so this is what I wanted. Because I can see
Interesting.
it, but I can't really speak it out. It's only in here.
interesting.
Yeah.
All right, that's yeah, that's definitely different. Because I'm the opposite. I like see it first, and then I'm like, I need to create exactly that in my head how it goes,
Yeah, I
And-
see it, but I just don't see the whole thing.
the whole thing. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, absolutely. Ty, what's your process on?
I think mine starts off the same as Koi's. I think it's like when you hear the music, like if I hear a song, I start getting crazy with like, oh shoot, like I can see everything. I can see everything. Like I would see like sections and so when the song breaks up, I'll see another section or something. I can see I can visualize the people that I want in it. Normally, it's like the people that I know closely. I'm like, yo, they'll do this. They'll kill this part. And just for example, like, oh, I know somebody could crump on this part. Like that visual, that will be visual in my head. Like this part deserves somebody to crump, and I
Yeah.
want somebody to crump in
Yeah.
this part, and it'll be so visual that I'm like, wait, cool. I could create a story around that. And I also think that relating, like speaking for all of us, that like we like to make like movies, not
Mhm.
just like concept videos. We want to
Right.
make a production, and so like we take that that are big ideas, and we just shrink them down just a little bit, enough so we could get it out quick.
Yeah.
And I think that's why I'm like, okay, cool. I want to make a big movie, but no, I don't have no money to make it. So
Right.
let me just let me
You
do
I
it.
can't
Let me do
now.
it. So,
Yeah.
so I don't got this. I don't have a Hollywood scene. Let me dumb it down for this to make sure I can make it. That's like, what do I have? I can make it to that. So I think that's the big thing in my head. I could visualize like the choreo later. Choreo, I don't stress out about like because it's like I could, if I need it, I got it. I don't stress out for that. But the visual and the concept and the idea,
Yeah.
that right there, like I'm
Gotta have
like,
it.
yeah,
Right.
that's my brain. My
Yeah.
brain goes for that first.
And that's cool because that last one you just did, your latest one, doing it. I'm seeing you now like venture into more like stuff like that now. You know, like the intro of you walking through the door
Mm.
and then coming out and then walking through the door again as like your intro to like set the tone. Which I love because I love seeing the growth of like your creative process in video. You know what I'm saying? Because
Appreciate
I feel like we all have like as dancers you have the choreography and the formations and like you kind of know camera angles based on dance, right? But when it comes to like visuals, video visuals, that's something that's the next level,
yeah.
right? Where you actually like, all right, now you're thinking of, I want this to happen in this video, and it's not dance, like it's just something that's happening in the video, which is another kind of realm.
Yeah.
I love the fact that you're getting into that. That's fire.
Yeah, because I would say that just knowing you, I think that you love doing this so much that why not try to do something that would be like, you know, something that's out of the normal for us to do,
Right.
like, oh shoot, I'd never done this before, but why not try it?
Mhm.
It's like that's the thing that you want to do. Like you're like,
Absolutely.
I want to try it. Like
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
like Gerald is capable of doing so much. I'm like,
Right.
I gotta give him
Right.
something to do. I was like,
That-
bro,
But that's why like when you said it, I was like, oh shoot, let's do it. Like,
Yeah.
'cause at this point, I've just done so many concept videos that it's like, all right, I know you want section here, section here, section
Mhm.
here, but things like shooting at the warehouse or doing the door thing, like
Mhm.
those things is kind of what excites me because it's like, all right, now we're being different here,
Right.
And I love the difference in, or even the fire part, like the like lighting the can on fire and then having them circle around that, like.
Mhm.
like come on.
I'm
You know,
telling you, like
just thinking.
I will literally come up with the wildest idea and then
Yeah.
be like, is it possible? And if it's not possible, then I'm gonna have to change it.
Right,
But
exactly.
if I can do it and not burn somebody up, it's lit.
Exactly, yeah.
It's literally
Literally,
lit.
yeah.
But what also I feel like helps me with my concept ideas is like having someone like you, Gerald,
Yeah.
who just, if I say I want to jump off a building, can you film it? And you'll be like, yeah, sure.
Yeah.
like, it's just
You don't even gotta
knowing.
Yeah.
You
No, I could just do the most outrageous thing. I think what got me was when I did the Lil Nas X video, No
Mhm.
Homo. And then I was like, Gerald, so I want to roll around in my underwear in blood. And you were like, okay.
Yeah.
And you just filmed it. And I was like, I feel comfortable here. Because I just felt like anybody else would have been like, and you were just like, oh, this is fire.
Nah, dude. Listen, I love it. Anything outside the box or just anything
Yeah.
that's like not what everybody else is doing, I'm always down for because that's what makes you stand apart. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I feel like if you want to stand out, you got to stand out. You got to do
Right.
things that everybody else is not doing. So
Right.
So
I'm
like
always
ever
down.
since that day, I was like, okay, we can do anything here. So
Yeah.
let's
We could do anything. Jay.
let's
We could
do
hey,
it.
let me know. I'm
Just timing and just planning a little bit, but
listen.
barely even that.
My next big project might be a music video for Bree, artist, Brianna Maya, and I might be. I asked her. So first we did the choreo for Feel It. First I did it in class, and then I hit her up. I was like, "Yo, are you thinking of a music video for this?" And she was like she hit me with eyes. She was like, "Yeah, why?" And I was like, "Might have some ideas." And then she was like, "Yo, I actually want to hit you up because I know you love video games and da da da. I'm trying to get like a video game effect in the video where like I'm become like I'm in a video game." And I was like, I always wanted to try that, but I never like had the reason to do it.
Yeah.
But now like I'm figuring out how to do it. I kind of know how to do it now, and I'll be sending her like a test tomorrow of that. But it's things like that where I'm like, give me the project so like I have a reason to learn something, and I'll do it.
Like
Yeah.
that Mortal Kombat one.
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, the Mortal Kombat joint.
That shit was crazy. Like, yeah.
That's,
And
oh, when we did that with the Halloween.
right? You know what I'm
Hmm?
saying?
Oh, that
Yeah,
one.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah. So
I'm
even like
saying.
just anything
That was just for
that's
pictures.
Yeah, I was just it was like an extra.
Right.
Wasn't even like anything
And
crazy.
that whole production.
Right.
You couldn't help it.
You
couldn't help
Sucked
it.
into a game. It's for pictures. It's all for just a picture.
It's just, you know, something
It
simple.
got it with a video.
Can't help it.
So, questions, right?
Mhm.
So y'all have the song, y'all
Mhm.
have the concept, the people, the dances. It's shoot day. How are y'all feeling? Are y'all like stressed? Are y'all like, we gotta get this perfect scene? Like, are you calm? Like,
Right now, it's still early. I know they're projecting October, like late October, for the shoot. I'm not stressed as much as I am. I wouldn't say stressed. I'm whelmed. I'm not overwhelmed.
I mean, like during, like
In
as
general.
during the
Oh,
day,
like in general,
like the
like-
day, the shoot day. Like,
Oh,
how
shoot
is
day?
your?
shoot days?
Yeah, like what is your?
Like your process.
Yeah.
Well, okay, but you got two because
I
it's
mean-
like creative director plus. Like
Right.
it's
So
both.
so Fabiana's doing the she's directing most of it, and then I'm co-directing as like animator. So I'll be doing the animated scenes and like the green screen stuff. So for me, I'm shooting the entire thing, but I'm not directing the entire thing, and that takes a little off my like the weight off me, but I'm still editing. So it's like that's a thing too, right? So um my process again, it's still early, so I'm not sure exactly what's going on, but based on how that video is going to go, I'll have like an itinerary of like what we're shooting, like an actual list, and then we just bang that list out, and then I believe the next we can't do both because one's a green screen and then the other one's the actual place, so it'll be 2 different days. But for the actual shoot day, to answer your question, it was how do I feel, right, or what's my process?
No, my question. No, my question is like you like it's just any concept video. Like you just thought of one,
got you,
and like
got you.
it's shoot day for the video. Like, what is your like? How are you feeling during that day? Like, are you like
Got you.
excited, stressed, nervous because you feel like you're not gonna get everything? Like, what is your?
At this point, I'm like, yeah, I gotta shoot at 6.
Mm,
It's like that. So it's not so much like stress as in it's another. I've done so many so far,
yeah,
and I've handled that camera so many times. I'm so used to it. It's like an attachment to my body now that it doesn't feel like it's a crazy task. That's like
even when it's your own,
is-
I was to say, yeah, because
even when it's your own, like when your own concept video.
yeah, because like you're about to do Forbidden, like
Yeah,
how it's gonna be
even-
the same. You feel like you're gonna be the same when you're not the cameraman.
that's gonna be different.
Yeah, that's what I was
That's gonna
thinking.
be
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, when I'm not
Mhm.
the cameraman, once we do that one, that's gonna be a little different because I'm gonna be like, ugh, like I actually have to perform. Because that's the thing.
Yeah.
That's kind of luxury of being behind the camera is that you don't have to perform and like do all the magic, the front magic. I'm more the back behind the scenes magic.
Mm-hmm.
But now things like that'll be pretty interesting because I'm not used to it. So we'll
Word.
see. 'Cause, yeah, I had a taste of it this week with DNA because I was in that small section of the video.
Yeah.
So even that, I was like, okay, let's do it. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, that's
different.
It's gonna be different.
Yeah, yeah.
It's gonna be so
I would
different.
say the same thing. I for the last two concept videos I did with you,
Yeah.
I was behind the scenes,
Mm-hmm.
and that was a lot less stressful because all I had to do was worry about them.
Right.
So like, if I had to switch something up, I could give them direction and keep moving.
Yeah.
But in the sense of when I just did my last one, I wasn't like stressed out because like, everybody did really, really well. But at the same time, I was like, dang, are they okay?
Right.
You know, like I was more because I
you gotta
can't
think
see
about
them.
you and you gotta think
Yeah,
about them.
exactly. And remember
Mhm.
my own steps. So then I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
I mess up here and there, like, dang, because I'm just too focused on a lot of other factors
Yeah.
because I want this to be good and like I
Yeah.
want to get through it
Right.
quick, you know? Because I don't want people to be there long either.
No, that's the thing too.
I try
yeah.
to like keep it very professional on how I'm treating everybody.
Absolutely.
So yeah, that's a hard task when you're in the video.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it's a
Right.
lot.
And that's my biggest fear is like wasting people's time. I don't like wasting people's time.
Facts.
Yeah.
So I don't like my time to be wasted. So why do I waste somebody else's time?
Absolutely. Absolutely. But dude, I haven't been in any projects because I think it was at point. Um, it's my boy too. Like I love you to death, Javin. But this one time I had my boy film uh my first concept video here, and it was okay. But I'm being the cameraman that I am. I was like, damn, I would have did this.
You're
I would've
particular.
did
You're
this.
particular.
I was
You're-
super particular.
Yeah.
So after
It is
watching,
what
I
it
was like,
Dang.
and I had to do like a lot of cleanup with the footage. And from then on, I was like, I'm never not being the cameraman ever again.
For
Well,
your
no
stuff.
pressure
My stuff.
from me, guys.
Yeah. No pressure for you.
I'm
But
about to be like,
also for his credit, I didn't give him much direction.
Right.
I didn't give him much
Because you
direction.
probably were focused on your dancing and stuff.
Yeah, and he hadn't seen the dance before. It was like
Yeah.
literally like, yo, dude, come and hold this camera, and then everything I tell you, do exactly how. Thank you, bye. And that was it. So
Yeah.
I mean, if anything, it was more my fault. If anything,
Right.
but
More prepared now.
absolutely, yeah. You'll be at the same time you'll know the dance, so you kind of know like if I
Yeah.
say, hey, come in on, I wanna love you, babe, and then like swoop around, then you're gonna be like, oh, okay, cool, because you know
Right.
what that is.
yeah,
So
for you.
I think you're good.
Thank you.
By the way, Quay's shooting the next
For-
video, so that's why
I am. It's lit.
I'm hoping I can
Yeah.
get like a cowboy outfit.
Yeah.
I don't know what he's gonna be wearing. Everybody
know.
could be wearing regular clothes. I'm gonna be wearing cowboy. I'm like,
Come
yeah.
just told
on,
Ivan,
y'all.
I just
Let's
told-
dance.
I just told Ivan. He said he's down.
Yo, let's go.
So
I'm
Word.
saying.
yeah.
For me, I'm
dope.
like-
Be my opposite.
Like when it's shoot day, I worry. I don't know why. I'm getting better at it, but I worried about too many things at one time.
Yeah, I bet.
I'm like, one, do I have to dance? Do they have to dance? Am I gonna get every shot? Is this angle where I want? Is that sliding correctly? Will people like it? Do I like it? Like, like I just have all these things in my head,
Those are valid.
but I'm like, at the same time, I'm calm about it because if I'm stressed out,
Right.
everybody else is gonna see that, and then they're gonna be stressed
Yes,
out.
yes. That's
I'm
the
just
worst.
like, let's have a good shoot, guys. But
Yeah.
in my head, I'm like, will this be received well?
Nah.
I would say, yeah, I'll tell you about the worst shoot I ever had for myself was the Halloween one that I did with Gerald. That was my worst.
The vampire one?
Yeah, because I had like a whole situation where my car got like stuck on the hill, and
Oh, yeah.
yeah. So Gerald, thank God, Gerald took up the slack and just kind of like knew everything else. He didn't need
Yeah,
to like
that.
Yeah,
Oh
so he
yeah,
had
I
to-
remember that now.
yeah, so
I
I had
remember
to
that
go back and forth outside in the rain. It was crazy. So I just
Yeah,
kept
that's
coming
wild.
up, and I was like, I couldn't hide it at that point. Like
Yeah.
my car was stuck. Like I was trying to move it. It was just a lot of things, a lot of factors that I was like, I can't do it. But
Right.
luckily, Jill was there.
It'd be
So
like
I would
that.
definitely say, the best thing is to have somebody that is reliable to assist you too. Like I would say, Matt always assists me on stuff. Like my other concept video before that, like I almost forgot like a scene that was super
Important.
vital to the whole thing. It was
Yeah.
it was simple as a walkthrough, but that scene, if that was missing, it would have messed up the whole video. It
Yeah,
would
you always
have.
need extra eyes.
Yes.
Right.
So like I was like Matt was like yep, and then it's like look, he's like, yo, you missed this. And like, all right, fuck, all right, cool, perfect. And then so like having somebody there
Right.
to help you is always crucial too. It's
That
because
does
it's a big
help.
project. It's a lot of things. I know you have everything on your plate and you want to kind of get it
Right.
done.
Yeah.
That
So-
does help though, because then you're like, I want to do this, I want to do this, I want to do this,
Yes.
and then when it comes, you're like, yeah, we did it, and then you get to the video, like, oh,
Miss
Right.
I forgot
Oh,
that.
yes,
Yes.
feeling,
hey, y'all, are y'all available?
bro. That is the worst
Bad.
feeling when you get to the computer.
Yeah, you're like,
God damn.
I forgot that
Like,
close
man,
up.
something's
Message everybody.
missing.
Yeah, y'all still got them outfits.
Hey,
Anybody
y'all,
free
so
tomorrow at 12?
y'all remember the choreo?
just real quick. I just need like one everything.
Coach, we shot this a month ago. Ah.
That's
That's
a good
another
question,
thing.
though. That's a good question. What was your? Do you have like a worst experience during a concert?
First
What's the name? That
experience.
one when your friend recorded.
That was pretty
Oh.
bad. I mean, no. in the moment, it
Gerald.
wasn't because I was like, all right, this should be fine. Because it was like everything that was getting caught was in my eyes. Like the squad was good that I had. And then that's the one where like you get to the laptop and you're like, I wish this was like a little more centered here and like this was turned here a little bit
Yeah.
faster than on that mark. Things like that. Lighting, like some things were in the shot that shouldn't have been in the shot. Little things like that. Is that my worst though? Yeah, probably. But again, that's mostly my fault because I didn't give him any direction.
Yeah.
I literally said, "Yo, here, you know how to use this. Go for it," and that was it.
Here, do this.
Was it like
Press
a quick
record.
video or like how?
It was pretty involved. That's
Okay.
another thing too. It was pretty involved.
Damn.
I had like transitions and stuff. It was
Yeah.
my first one out the gate, so I was trying to do the most. That's
I
probably
hear
that's probably that. At top of my head, that was the worst one.
Okay.
Yeah, top of my head. I haven't done many. So
With somebody else recording for real.
Yeah.
I haven't done it. I haven't done many. Even like for the most part, they're all good. Anything after that, they've all been good. I haven't had a bad one. I can say that. I haven't had one where I'm like,
Yeah.
This is terrible.
Yeah, I don't think that. Yeah, I would say
this is done.
even if I had a bad experience, I don't think the video came out bad.
Feel bad.
Yeah.
That's different. Yeah. Like I
Yeah.
said, Gerald picked up my slack. What about you, Quay?
Everything I do is perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I want to say like probably like the worst experience, but the worst condition I was in for video. I did this Janet Jackson one. Video came out dope, but it was like 94 degrees that day, and I had these girls like going full out. And mind you, I wanted this scene where we're in a baseball field and the sun is literally like this, and I felt bad because they just weren't getting it. So I was like, we got to do it over and over again. So we were just like hot. Well, we got it though. It was lit.
Hey.
But I think that was probably it because it was like beaming
Stress.
that day.
Yeah.
Beaming.
Yeah,
I was like,
that's tough.
and it was like a little humid too. So that's
Yeah.
the worst.
Oof.
But we did it though.
Hey, as long as you get it done.
As long as you get it done.
Right.
That's
Video
what-
came
that's
out
what it's all
fire.
about. I was gonna
You
say
know.
too. You're primarily now teenagers for the Wolfgang, right?
Yep.
Yeah, so that's a whole nother monster when it comes to like worrying about stuff too. 'Cause I feel like with adults, you kind of have a little bit more like, all right, guys, you kind of
Suck it up.
yeah, that too. Like
Yeah.
suck it up, but also like you kind of more responsible. But like with the teenagers, it's like you gotta be like mentor to everybody too.
Yeah. You,
I know.
you can't let nobody
I don't
faint.
know.
Yeah,
To be honest with them, it's kind of easy
yeah.
because they're always excited about something.
That's
what's up.
true.
So it's
Yeah.
like anytime we have a video, they're like, "Let's go,
Mm.
I'm ready." So
You remember that
I don't know.
pep
It's
talk?
I never have a problem with them because they're always on the go and ready to go and ready to do
That's
something.
so
Yeah.
dope.
So I'm lucky enough to not be like, "What the heck are you doing?"
Right.
But it's also trying to get them in one place on time. That's what the problem is. Cause they all of a sudden don't know what time is anymore.
That might be one of the most stressful. If there's any stressful part of any concert video, it's scheduling the shoot day.
Yes.
Scheduling that goddamn shoot
Yeah.
day.
Schedule
bro.
in general, bro.
Schedule
That-
in general, bro.
Scheduling
Oh.
where people like, you want
Literally,
that certain
Gerald,
people.
when we did
I
crazy.
won't do projects because I think I have like slight anxiety of scheduling and being
Yes.
like and then hearing like, oh, I can't do
I
this.
can't
Is
do
there anybody
this.
Right.
can anybody do this? I'm like, oh Jesus. can we do
Literally,
this?
when we did crazy, I had the whole team, all like 22 of them,
Yeah.
went down to freaking 10 because all of a sudden everybody had to work. I can't do this. I was like,
Stress.
yes,
And
Stress.
it always happens.
always
That's
happens.
probably the most stressful part of the whole thing, bro. Scheduling.
It was. I
Scheduling.
think for Lil Nas, I had somebody else in the video
Mhm.
told me the day before they couldn't do it, and I
Yeah.
was like,
It'd be bad.
I
really? Okay.
Oh my Jesus. Your whole a whole project just like, especially like you're in a lot of it.
Oh, for real. Granted, we're not mad at you, but we hate you. We hate you for the day.
We're not mad.
Oh,
We're
for
not
the
mad
but-
at
day,
you.
yeah, for the day to
For
work.
the
personal
day, we
life.
hate you.
Yeah,
But
for
we
the
don't
day,
hate
it's
you.
personal
We'll be
life.
friends after the shoot. And then it
Right.
comes out good. But before that, I hate you. I'm so mad. I just be pissed.
During recording, yeah.
The
You're
show.
not- you're not the favorite person.
The actual show.
Yeah.
My car broke down. Oh, okay.
Right.
Okay. When are you getting here?
So
Uber,
I'll call you an Uber.
Lyft, all
I'll
these
call you an
options.
Uber.
Yeah, all these different options. I don't want to hear it.
Oh man, it'd be
Um,
bad.
Well, you
Be
can
bad.
find a way to get there.
Yeah, absolutely.
You better. let
You
me
just
face-
didn't want to
FaceTime-
do it.
Yeah,
Right.
FaceTime call.
You say that.
Incoming FaceTime call. Let me see where you at. Where's your car?
You just didn't want to do
You
it.
see it smoking?
Yo,
You
on
smoke.
a beach or something.
Right,
like that.
they like
Oh my goodness.
nothing. I don't know. Right.
Ugh.
No, but
They just said, "Okay, Ty, with the light socks and Crocs." It's giving hee hee.
Hey, you might as well be sponsored by Crocs. At this
Crocs.
that's what
Right.
I'd be saying.
At this
I want
point.
some nice Crocs. It's giving.
point. It's giving hee.
But I love a good concept video. I love a good
Yeah.
concept video.
Concept videos. Speaking of concept videos, Daisy, when we doing this, homie,
Right.
stop flaking on me.
They
Yeah.
stop flaking on him.
Is she still in Los Angeles?
Nah.
Oh, she came back?
Is she back?
Nah, she's back. She's been back since this
Yeah.
month.
Oh, word. Welcome
she
back, girl.
She's like typing, like trying to answer all the questions.
Well, also,
Wait.
Hey,
Hold on, y'all.
Hold on. Wait. Pause.
All right, let's get into some. So we just talk about concept videos. Concept videos are dope, and let's answer one more dance thing, and then we'll get into some crazy stuff.
Quick.
Huh.
I don't know if you guys answered this question, but is there like one thing you want to do in a concept video, but you can't do because it's not possible, or you don't have the money or something? Like a grandiose
Like, I have a
idea that
couple,
you always
yeah.
wanted.
That's a great
Oh
question.
yeah, I have mountains of grand ideas, but I just again, it's the time, the effort, the people. It's like scheduling. Again, like I don't like to waste people's time. I need to have enough money to make sure like everything is like makes sense, and because I mean it's doable, but it's like, do you want it to be like half-ass vision, or you want
You
your
wanna-
vision? You know,
right.
and that's the hard part. Because I mean, me and Jill about to make a movie, but it's like it's gonna take some time.
Right.
It's like it's a project. It's gonna be long.
Yeah.
It's just a lot.
I
It's a lot.
don't have like a thing. I just want locations. I just want open. I want to be like, I want somebody to come to me and be like, hey, I got 10 locations, and you can just like take it away.
And
I got
use,
10
right?
locations and lighting, and
Right.
you can just take it away. I'd be like,
Or just like movie like
What?
sets. Like they say
Sets.
slides on and off. Like you just had like if they had like
Yes.
3 sets that you could just slide on, it'd be a whole house. Like we on Medea's
all right, I'll
house
give
or
it to you.
something, you
So
know?
that day we did, the day we did your video, that warehouse,
Hmm.
I was looking. I was like, imagine this was like a whole movie studio.
You can do
Like
a
bing,
lot
bing,
with
All
that.
bing.
just
Sets.
places.
Yes, and you just do like
And it's
every
just
different one.
videos. Yeah, just going off.
I actually that
Oh.
first time I went there before, I really looked at it and I was like, if I had coin, I would buy this place out and make like a big
Yeah.
like
Just
movie
creative
thing.
place.
Cause
Yeah.
like it's mad room.
There's so much space, bro.
Yeah.
So, much
much
space.
space.
So much space. Oh, the things you get. It's literally like the size of a freaking small university.
Yeah,
For
like a
real.
nice mall.
Yeah.
Nice
Yeah.
size mall.
Yeah, like a mall. What did
She said it's not
It's not
flaking,
flaking,
it's
it's
planning. And she
no,
came
you're
back
not
this
flaking.
month.
You're not flaking. You're not flaking.
Ah,
But
You frosted flaking. No, sorry.
not.
Laura said my studio.
Oh, true. Yeah. Oh, yeah. We
Yeah.
definitely shoot in your studio
Yeah.
sometime too, Laura.
Oh yeah, Laura, we gonna shoot something there.
But you see, like
Unless
after
we do our
that,
thing
it's like,
over again.
dang, now I can't. You know, it's like everybody already got it. They got 3 people already playing in it. It's
Well,
like
we
hard.
talked about it
No,
yesterday.
I'm just saying it's hard when you get like
Oh.
one person is like the next person want to do something in the same spot. It's like
That's the thing.
We-
It's
that
hard
place
because
at
I really
10.
want to do things in different spots.
Yeah.
Now I'm like, I look at people's videos. I'm like, oh, that was a nice spot. I wish I
Mhm.
thought.
Yeah.
because like I'm telling you, we eating the lab up. Me and Shaw, we just like
Yeah, y'all
this
eating
corner,
the
this
lab
corner, this
up,
corner, this
bro.
corner, this corner. Like it's
Y'all about
like
to be
there
up
ain't no
there
spots,
next.
right? They got outside. We're like, ooh, where that at? We're like, finally got something.
I know in the video everybody's like,
Finally got a new spot.
Where's
It's like, where
that?
else can you go now?
So we're talking about Child's video when they eventually go outside.
Oh my
And that's like the
God.
first thing that's like different than inside
Right,
the lab.
it's freaking crazy.
Oh, what was that? The back of the
What?
People begging for the elevator. They wanna
It's
go
funny
on that.
because I've been thinking of some videos to do here, and I'm like, Jared, we're gonna have to cover all this shit up.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
we're gonna have to cover all this up. I don't want nothing in here.
That is my next kind of like venture. I think I thought about it last year is to have I keep forgetting the name. Not slats. They're called flats. That's what they're called. Flats. And
That's some wings.
basic no. Said wings.
I love the flats.
I love to go flat. Mm.
But it's basically what they do in sitcoms, right? So you have the
movie
living
wall.
room set
Yeah.
in a movie studio. So
Mhm.
those are just like walls those are more permanently installed. But sometimes think of it like walls on wheels,
Yeah.
right? So you take the walls and you put them in their spots, and then you make a box, and then you have a room. It's open, like the top's open and everything like that, but you shoot it this way and shoot certain angles, it looks like you're in a room.
Mm-hmm.
So that's kind of like my next thing, so that you can actually have different looking things shot here, but it doesn't look like it. So you can have a living room scene here, even though there's no living room here.
Right.
Just with the walls, you set up like a bench. You can have a bedroom in here, just with a pretend like whatever bed, a nightstand with the flats, and the flats is just literally just creating a new room
Right.
type of thing. So.
Speaking of bedroom, when we did Armani, somebody was like, "Is that your apartment?" And I was like, "No."
No.
Yup.
Let's yes.
Yup.
It
High
is.
rise New York. There's a high rise in New York, y'all.
Absolutely.
I was like,
That's
"That was a
fire.
good corner."
That's
That's what I'm saying. We be hooking this place up. That's why it's like, again, at least we could be as creative enough to keep
It's
on
a good
using
space to. It's a good
to
space
keep
to do
using it,
stuff.
you know?
And keep using. Because I can't stand these poles. Y'all keep making it work.
Gerald, if I can cut these down but
my
not
Jesus,
collapse the
bro.
building.
I'm saying.
I want to cut these things down so bad.
If there's a way-
the only good thing about these poles is being able to hang these lights.
The
Oh,
lights,
right.
yeah.
That's the only.
But I mean, you
thing.
don't gotta cut you can cut like up to the light part,
I know exactly.
and then
Right.
I'm saying.
Because otherwise I would have to get trusses, and trusses that's expensive. You know that the metal, like if you ever go to those like a musical theater place or whatever, or any stage like you see, they always have the lights up top,
Yeah,
and that
Oh.
black grid,
yeah.
that's the truss.
Used to have
Those
that at
trusses, and
school.
That thing's expensive, and I'd have to like cover the whole wall with it, kind of.
Right.
I mean, luckily this is wood, so either way I'd still be able to do it. But some places it's not. It's like it could be, sheetrock at the top or whatever. But
Mm.
anywho,
Yeah.
that's what I would do. That's I would get flats as my next type of investment, I guess.
Definitely making it work though.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely. With all the videos shot here, people are making.
That's what I'm
all this
saying.
shit-
Making
all
it
this-
do
all
what
of
it
this
do.
stuff
You
work,
would never
so-
know.
Nope.
They ain't know I
Is
went
that
to
the same
this door,
spot?
came out that door. So
Yeah, exactly. I was like, whoa,
whoa, is that the lab?
I thought that
What?
was your
Hey guys,
bedroom.
guess what? We're still in the lab right now. It's just a
What?
different set.
But yeah, Daisy's concept video that we have planned is gonna be crazy.
Let's go.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
can't
yeah.
wait for that one. That one's gonna be really cool. Because I don't want to give it away, but yeah, it's gonna be cool.
No.
We still
Um,
trying to get one together.
You and Daisy?
Yeah, we're supposed to do a Willy one.
A word?
Mm-hmm.
Pop it like a wheelie.
I don't know if
That's
that
where
still
I got that
happens.
move from today in choreo.
And this. That was for me. That was my choreo.
Oh, that was you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's my favorite move.
And then Chaz was the cheat.
What move? This one?
No, this.
No,
Oh,
come
Pop
on.
Pop it like a wheelie. Hop on top of it. I
Oh.
go silly. Yeah.
Come on, silly.
Yep.
Come on, silly.
Yeah.
Quay ate that choreo up.
Yep.
It was
Ah.
wild. Okay, it was wild.
Right.
What? You give me something ratchet? It's lit.
Low as hell.
Yo.
Ah, my back hurts thinking about
Okay,
it.
so we got a question from OK_Kim.P.
Yeah.
Okay.
In your opinion, what makes someone qualified to train other dancers?
I thought that was a really good question.
Yeah, this is a really good question. So I'll start it off. I'm going to say what makes someone qualified to train other dancers. I'm gonna take one of the keywords that I heard from that, and that's kind of gonna justify my answer. To qualify to train dancers. When I hear train, I hear someone who's trying to use dance as a career. So I feel like there's different qualifications, in my opinion, when it comes to that. If you're training somebody to be trained into a professional dance career, then I feel like there should be certain things you might have
Done.
done experience-wise
Right.
that you can give that person moving forward so that they're ready for that professional life,
Right.
because they're training for that. Some people don't want to necessarily train; they just want to dance. So if we're talking about regular, let's say people who just come to a dance studio to dance and just pick up some choreo and leave, maybe they just want to de-stress and just go. I feel like if you're great with people and you're a positive person and you have obviously you have some at least some type of also depends on what style you're teaching. It's a very loaded question, right?
Definitely.
So
yeah.
it depends on what style, what level you want to teach.
Yep.
Like obviously, I'm not gonna say that anybody can teach beginner and anybody can teach intermediate advanced. We've had that conversation last week. But it all depends on a lot of different things. But overall, great motivational speaker, great leadership, reading the room, and being relatable
Yeah.
and knowing that you're not better than the people in your class
Mm.
and remaining a student. Those are the things that I think qualify you to train other people, because you want other. I'm not try not to get too deep with it, but basically that's my generic qualifications, I guess.
Yeah.
Overall, just a good person, because you can be fire all day, but if you're not a good person, then you shouldn't be teaching.
Right. I'm really recently, I'm starting to reevaluate how I teach my classes. And I think I'm going to start like really getting into, excuse my language, getting into people's asses when it comes to the way I choreograph and dance, because I really want them to get something from it.
Yeah.
And I don't know, I'm still debating, but I might stop the filming because I want them to just really worry about getting the dance instead of worry about, let me get this dance and then let me film it so that I can post it. So
Yeah,
I don't think I want to start doing that anymore. I mean, I might have you like just film from the back, everybody.
Yeah.
But that'll be probably it.
That's interesting you said that, because I was thinking about that the other day. I was like, I wonder if I should take a month off of just no filming and
Yeah.
just let people rock.
Or what if
I wanna start
like
doing
if you
that.
were able to teach like twice, like say like one no film, then second one film,
Yeah, that's another one too.
like because for like people that like the teachers that are teaching like
Yeah,
they
you
have
want
like
something.
yeah, but
Yeah, absolutely.
for sure like I think that because that round two, then you're just like okay now you get to take the notes that I told you instead of stressing about that whole week.
Yeah.
You get the notes and then you get to film. So
Right.
like if you know both. And
Right.
you get like again, I think you get that whole week of you get the break for the whole week, or a whole 2 weeks, and then the whole 2 weeks is like film.
Right.
That would be dope.
Right.
I don't know. Like
Yeah,
an
it's
idea.
interesting.
Because I just really want people to take away something from
Yeah.
me. Like, I don't want to be that choreographer that's just teaching a dance. Like, I want to be the choreographer that's teaching
Yes.
something at the
Yeah,
same time.
like we said last week,
Mhm.
like being more of the teacher than the choreographer.
Right.
Which there's, it's easy to be one more than the other,
Right.
Right.
and just finding that mesh between. So
Yeah, that's what I really
Yeah.
want to start doing. So,
dope. That's
Yeah.
fire.
I feel like to train somebody, you should get like a certificate of authenticity. And
Shutting down the studio.
don't know where you're gonna get it from, but you print it out from
Imagine
Google.
coming to you like, Gerald, can I start teaching? I got my certificate.
I'll be like,
Sign that.
I'm like, hey, who are you?
like you read it like this. Is this from your mother? Who signed this?
Yo.
My mom said, I'm really good at what I do.
Yeah.
She can vouch for me.
Oh my god.
What'd you have for your mom?
Yeah, I think personally, especially for training somebody, choreo aside, definitely if you know like a style, and you trained under it for a while and have a very well understanding of it, you know the terminology, and you can teach it well. I think that's when you start saying I can train somebody, because it's like if you can't say it, then how
Right.
can you train somebody?
Mhm.
Like if you can't, because again, we still personally, and then again, you don't have to be perfect, but like we still struggle here and there with just like, dang, like, oh shit, we got to break down the Dougie. We don't even know that, but it's
Yeah.
okay. But because at the end of the day, we're training somebody that we can break it down enough in the time frame where we wouldn't waste somebody's time.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we can learn it fast enough. Like, okay, cool. Let me just break it down real quick in my head.
Yeah.
And then teach them. That's fine. But like, if you can't grasp like the concept of a lot of things, it's like you can't really train somebody to do something next.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right.
And it also goes back to the experience thing too, right? Like I wouldn't expect somebody to come to me for tour choreography. I never been on tour. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And
Right.
I never
Right.
even had the experience of taking somebody else's tour choreography and putting it on tour, right? So I'm not that guy. Which is actually a great thing I found the other day. And we're gonna get into that after. But I gotta remind myself. Okay, cool.
Got you.
But basically, just kind of knowing what you are not, right?
Yeah.
That's a big part of it too.
Yeah.
When it
Yes.
comes to teaching and being qualified to do
Mhm.
anything, I'll let you go. I mean, if this was directed towards like, let's say, the lab and like, what is it qualified to teach there? To teach here, at least qualifications. First, you got to come here at least once, off the bat.
Mm-hmm.
Because I just gotta see your face. I gotta see who you are.
Right.
Based on where I come from, the bad part of dance is something that I don't want happening, and I hold it near and dear when people say, "Yo, the lab is such a safe space for da da da," and I'm like, "Fire!" And I think that's because I'm very select with people who I let in to teach, because I don't want just any rando coming here and spreading whatever vibe they feel. So it's good to like have somebody come in and be like, "Yo, I'm this person and this is who I am," and then I kind of get to see you. I got to see how you take class, and then that's kind of the interview for me. And then from there, obviously, I see how well you dance and everything like that. And if you're down to teach, you're a good person, and also if you have like recommendations are like another big thing. Like, I didn't meet what's his name,
Reggie Kyle.
or Kyle. I didn't meet Reggie or Kyle, but you told me they were good people. So
They might be
recommendation from you, that's like whatever. I can do that. That's easy. But as far as like anybody else, anybody who just hasn't taught before, it's literally like just pulling up here, making sure that you're a great person, and that's it. Because I don't want you teaching other people if you're not right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's literally what it is.
Yeah.
Um,
And that's what training. Like,
Yeah.
Right.
I don't want you training nobody if you ain't right.
right. Exactly.
I definitely have grown being here for
Mhm.
sure.
100%.
That's
So I
good to know.
This
appreciate
is how I
that.
learned how to teach, to be honest.
Yeah. No,
The
this
air
is that's
was
fire.
like my, like, my
And
training.
speaking of learning to teach and growing, you want to announce your thing you're doing, or no? Maybe yes.
Next week, that's why I'm announcing it.
Never mind.
yeah,
Yeah, man.
Y'all are
Look, I'm
funny.
putting people on blast.
But I mean,
Daisy
I can
said-
say it.
They said yes to round 2. You know what I mean? Yes to round 2 filming.
Yeah, round
That's
2
what I'm
filming.
saying. Because, I mean, that first one, I mean, again, granted, I don't want to,
Beat a dead horse. Yeah.
yeah, and sway people away from not filming. But
Right.
I would. For my stuff, I feel like a lot of people always say my stuff's hard or my style's different. And it's like they want to get into it a little bit. And I think it will take a lot of pressure off them from doing it the first time to the second time where they can really feel it.
Yeah.
I agree.
All right. So I found this. This is this is Andre 3000, and he's talking about creating stuff.
I love Andre.
And he said this.
At a certain point, you got to feed yourself, and sometimes you can't feed on mimicking, but you got to put the time in to figure out who you are and what you are, what you're not too. A lot of times, you're not very important, because you can want to be something, but your strength is actually in something else. That's what makes you start to do your own thing, and that's when your skin start to breathe and you start to like get into your primal self, and your primal self is the best contribution to the planet.
Fucking Andre 3000, man. That motherfucker.
Love Andre
So if,
3000.
you, so if you
Yeah.
didn't hear, he was basically saying you have to find out what you're not in order to find out who you are and what you were meant to do. And based on that, you start becoming yourself. And then once you become your primal self, whatever that is, that's your best contribution to the world.
Yeah.
And that is fire.
Mhm.
Because especially with all the stuff that I do,
Yeah.
I eventually had to realize, yo, you're not this.
You're not that.
So now you can tap into these other things, and that's what your contribution is. And
Mhm.
it didn't take me long to get there. I kind of already knew that, but to hear it was already fire. Like early on, I'd say right before I hit college, and like I had dreams of going on tour with, this person, that person. And then I noticed, I'm like, yo, I'm not that guy. I'm not that guy to just like leave. So
It's on the road for a while.
yeah, and be on a road and just like as fun as it would be, like I can picture myself doing it, and then I can picture myself doing the first show and be like, "All right, guys, when we go
That was
home,
great.
that was great." And then like
They're like, we
being
got a
home-
whole 2-hour trip to the next
Right.
city. We got to
That's
dance
it.
again.
Like
You
this
on the
ain't
road
this
for
ain't
2
over
months.
for another 2 months. I'd be like, whoa,
6 months.
Yeah, so
Year.
like
World tour.
I already knew, and even like the video died. Someone
And that has been
Oh.
chemistry.
The battery might have died. Hold on, y'all. We'll wrap up after.
Oh, there you go.
There it
It's
is.
right there.
All right.
Oh, I think it just unplugged. Okay.
Oh.
Cool. Yeah, watch that cable that you're under.
My bad.
What was I saying?
You're
Oh,
not
yeah.
a
Tour.
yeah.
You ain't going there.
Basically that, and like just being like drop of the hat, being like, yo, all right, and you got to be in Nevada in the next like 3 hours. I'm like, oh, guys,
Not me.
not me, no.
No,
And
he
I already
said
knew.
not me. He would.
No,
do
I'm
it.
saying like.
Oh no,
not
you
me,
you
like-
would.
yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
me,
out.
Not me.
Yeah.
Yeah, you out.
I'm out.
I'm
You tell
not
me
the
I gotta
guy.
be here. What? Let's go. My
And-
bag is
And it
packed.
also
Yeah.
depends on what artist I'm with. Because
Right.
if I gotta do something I don't like, I'll be mad.
That too.
Ooh.
Because it's just doing for the money at that
Yeah.
point.
Question about.
Mhm.
Are you done?
What?
You done with your thing? I don't want to cut you off.
Yes. And then I was gonna say something else. No, that's pretty much it. Oh. No, that's pretty much it. Go ahead.
Is there an artist where you're like, I will not work with them? Like, if they called you, like, Ty, I need you to come, and you're just like, I don't even like your music. Like, is there like an artist like that?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. I mean, I wouldn't say like their music. I just
Or
want
just like them in person?
I just want to dance for Lady Gaga. Like I just I don't I would there's not like a I won't listen to it
Mhm.
or something like that, but I just never enjoyed being like, oh, I would do that, like be half naked with like a strap on and like my a thong and just like in my like
And some
in heels,
wings.
like it just out of nowhere. Like I was like, come on, I'm like I'll pass personally, but
Yeah.
roughly, I mean, I know my genre. That's again knowing yourself, knowing what you want to do, know what you like. Like I
Yeah.
mean,
No,
yeah.
what you're not. Yeah.
I lean more towards like the hip hop,
Yeah.
the grittier masculine side of artistry to like have to like even Janet is like I would dance for her, but a performance. I don't know if I want to do that much
All
either.
the time.
Yeah, I don't think I want to go on tour
It's
for
like a
Janet.
good,
You know, like
one
a good little
festival.
like
like a Grammy
I just want to
performance.
hit it real quick and I'll be good.
A good Grammy performance.
Yeah,
That's it.
I'm hitting and done.
Hit and quit it.
Right.
Toot it and boot it.
Maddie said not Lady Gaga.
Yeah.
What about you, G?
Yeah, Gerald.
Oh,
if granted the whole
Yeah, the
on
whole-
tour or anything,
you're like,
who-
no.
an artist that you wouldn't want to dance for.
Soldier Boy. Imagine.
Right.
Not Soldier Boy.
Oh, Soldier Boy. God.
How about
dang.
this?
You.
Again? Yo!
I've been doing this dance since I was 12.
Dang.
Soldier Boy, sit down!
Yeah.
Watch me lean and watch me rock.
Oh my
Man.
What about you, Quay?
For me, it's nothing against like the artist or anything. Like they're great. It's just the style of dance. I know I can't catch on to. Chris Brown.
Really?
What?
I don't see myself as a Chris Brown backup dancer because the way they dance, I don't think
I
I'll be
feel like
able
he
to
kind of
catch
gives
up.
you like freedom to do a lot of things, but man, I don't know.
I see what you mean. I see what you
Yeah,
mean.
because I mean, I guess, and you have to be like, the dudes on there, they be wilding.
Yeah,
I feel like
They be like,
You know what it is? I feel like
but I love
what
everything
it
they
is?
do. But I'm just like,
Boy would go too hard.
That's what I'm saying.
That's
would
the
go
thing.
too
I don't know
off.
how to
Yeah,
calm
like-
down.
Yeah,
the
you
guy-
go too off, bro.
The guys would be like,
you be like, yo,
smooth.
Quay,
He'd be
hit this. Doom, crack, TD, doom, tat, tat. You be like, Oh,
That's what I'm saying.
yeah.
Yeah.
There's no chill. There's no chill.
That's what
Yeah.
I'm saying.
No, that makes sense. That makes sense.
Yeah,
That makes
but
sense.
I love all his dancers. Like,
Yeah.
I got this one dancer up there. I love her so much, but I just can't see myself as a
Oh,
back
there you
Chris
go.
Brown.
Laura just asked.
When any of you do a little, what? Please, I'm
Honestly,
waiting.
look, honestly,
Yo, call me
that-
now.
Yo, I told you long
Long
ago.
ago,
Even
long
though
ago.
that shower, I just don't put me in the showers because I mean, look, they were all in the shower scene, but it's not everybody. So like, just put me in the scene when they were outside with the gel suits.
Oh, I would have been. In every
I'll hit the
scene.
I
little
would've
thing
been in
right
the
there when they
gel
did this.
Hit
I
the-
hit it.
What?
I don't
I would
give a
have been. I
fuck.
would have been in the jail.
I told you long
Long
ago
ago.
on the wrong key. Nah, I wipe that shit out of my.
Oh,
My gooch.
I've been waiting for Lil Nas to call me since the day he came out. Like, I want to do Lil Nas tour
Yeah,
video.
I do Lil Nas. Sean
I-
Bankhead. See, this is the thing. I want to dance for Sean
Sean.
Bankhead, not for the artist.
Mm.
So, like, if he gave me
I'll do it for
choreo,
both.
I would have been popping like a Willie hop on top. Like,
What? Pretty tiny stick.
I don't
Like,
give a fuck. I'm popping like a Willie, y'all.
yeah, I want to work with Lil Nas because Lil Nas and Sean. And I want to work with Normani because of Normani
I'm
and Sean.
saying. Sean won't have me doing nothing crazy. He got me.
You should aim to be. So you know how. Would you say Bankhead is to Cardi Normani? Like, is that like their go-to choreographer now?
Hell yeah.
Cardi Normani,
Basically,
yeah.
Cardi
Hell
B,
yeah.
Normani?
Like, they would straight go to him.
See,
Yeah,
like
because
you.
otherwise it would be, what's his name? What was other than Sean that does their stuff?
Other Sean?
No, who other than Sean Bankhead?
that
it's,
does Cardi stuff or Normani? stuff?
Yeah,
Kirkland?
Cardi B and
Who?
fuck, what's his
I
name?
can.
they
Come on, come on.
said-
You should do.
We'll
You
figure it
should
out
aim
later.
to be Chloe's
That
main
ain't
choreographer. That'd
Oh.
be fire.
But she's with Kirkland now.
Oh, she is.
Full out Cortland.
Oh, I didn't know
Like,
that.
that's her. That's
her-
what I'm
her
saying.
baby.
They're
But-
grabbing everybody.
Dang.
But I mean, that's the thing. It's just like, yo, all you gotta do is get on that camp. That's what you're trying to do.
Exactly.
That's the
True.
next level.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to get
Push for that camp.
into the space
Right.
Right.
and trying
Right.
to get people
Dude, you
to
can definitely
like.
do it. Bro.
Yeah.
Because I'm looking at what they're doing and I'm like,
You got it.
Easy.
no,
You
come
got it.
on. I
You
can
got it.
like.
You got it.
You
bro.
cannot
Mm.
tell me I can't do
Nah,
that.
Jackwell
you got
Knight.
it.
Go.
Jackwell Knight. I forgot the name. Jackwell Knight. The other one. Sean
Jackwell,
Bankhead,
yeah.
Jackwell Knight. That's the other choreographer for Cardi B and them.
Got you.
Yeah,
That's it.
yeah, he's Beyonce's main person.
Right.
Oh, word.
Yeah,
Oh,
and
shoot.
Chris Grant. But
So them motherfuckers all Atlanta, bro.
yeah, all of them.
Don't play. I need
Atlanta
to get there. I need to
crazy.
get out there.
Man,
I literally, when I went to Kendra's class the other day,
Mhm.
we had to do this move where we go like mad low. You know me, I be going
Yeah,
low.
you down there.
This girl come up to me, she was like, "How you get that low? You from Atlanta?" And I was like,
Yeah, they wish.
"No." I was like, "No." but
no, right?
Thank you.
People ask me how I get so low all the time too. The thing is,
They do.
yeah. That was a blame. They do.
My bad, my bad.
That was a dig. But nah, they ask how I get so low all the time.
Hey,
But again, it's angles. I can't get low every angle. I can't get low.
On everything, right?
I can't get low like this, like Quay, like this.
Yeah.
I get low like a lunge. I can do lunge lows.
Yeah.
My
lunge
lunge
lows.
My lunge low is nice. Other than
my
that,
lunge?
I'm like this. Can I get back up?
absolutely.
Nope. Stay down here.
That one collab we did, and I had to dance next to Quay. I was like, Jesus Christmas, why are we so low? I thought I was low, and I looked at the corner of my eye, and Quay was lower than me there, and I was like, bro, how? I'm down here.
God.
I'm down here. How?
Yeah.
Funny, because I definitely don't even know. I don't know.
Just
I don't
keep
know.
low, just drop.
I think because I'm short as well too, so it helps.
Not that short though, bro. Yeah,
No,
that
not
short.
to begin low. Like I'm telling you, there's no. Sometimes it's impossible. So
Yeah.
you'll be making.
Nah,
So you're getting
bro.
low.
Jeez.
Aha, that is funny.
But yeah, that's that was a great question.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm not leaving the house.
I'm not even
I'm
now.
leaving the house.
I mean,
Not that
especially now.
That too, yeah.
But what if they asked you to film for a tour? I know it's rough.
Was that answer for now or like back then as well?
Back then as well.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's like now and back, especially now. We got a family and stuff, so
Yeah.
that's completely
All
different.
right.
But even back then, like
It wasn't for you.
back like college, even being like single, like after, a little bit after college, like I still didn't want like that life. Like I wanted to kind of just stay home and build what I already knew, I guess.
At least you know.
That's the
Because
thing.
imagine getting in it and then you're like 5 days in and you're like,
I'm over
Right.
this.
I just
Well,
want to
the
go
thing
home.
is-
I'll be on stage like, like, I think it's broken. Don't look, don't look.
Don't look.
So we were already. So that's my
Oh.
performance, I guess, experience was that we were doing the Michael Jackson impersonator show. So we were doing the Michael Jackson Experience joint, which at that point, we would go to like, we'd fly out to Tulsa, we'd fly out to Vegas at one point, and that was kind of like a little tourish something for me.
Like,
Yeah.
do that, yeah.
Yeah,
It's the
yeah.
same. It's the same thing.
Yeah,
It is.
so
Yeah.
so that like going to the hotels, having the life of that
Life
for-
of
Friends,
luxury.
partying, dancing,
Yeah,
going
for
out
the-
after.
right the weekend thing.
Yep.
And even that, I was like, cool. I mean, it wasn't for a major artist, but
Something.
it was
fun.
like at that point, I was like, I'm checked out. I think I'm good. I was set. I was like, yeah, this is I can
Do
I
without
can say I
this.
did it.
Okay.
I can say I did this at least, and then cool. Like I experienced the on stage, like in front of a crowd of like hundreds of people, stuff type of thing. I'm like, all right, I felt that, and now I can kind of just focus on, and that's why I like what Andre said about knowing what you're not, because
Yeah.
then you know what you don't have to work on, and you can work on other things that you do want to do,
Right.
and that it just literally opens up your entire person that you're supposed to be. That's another thing with pressure, like when you're younger too, is that everybody, as you're young, a young up and coming dancer, everybody's like, oh,
You should do this.
you're supposed to be on tour. You're supposed to be doing like
Mhm.
not supposed to be, but like they set goals for you. You
Yup.
know, somebody set goals for you. Like, oh, you should be on tour. By the time you about to be out there. Da da da. You're supposed to be. Chris Brown gonna scoop you up. Da da da.
Yup.
And that was never pressure for me because I never let it pressure me. But I
Yeah.
can imagine anybody else, like any other teenager today, trying to come up like that's the goal,
That's
right?
the goal.
Yeah, the
Right.
goal is to have a tour or whatever it is. And I don't know, for me personally, I mean, and at the end of the day, like if that's your goal, then by all means. But at least for me, I was
Not
pretty
it.
much, I knew what I had a whole bunch of other things that I was doing, and I knew that those things were more important to me than
I can just imagine
That.
Gerald getting booked for like a tour. You gotta be out there for 6 months. The first show, he's like, gets back to the hotel. He's like, well, that was fun.
Yeah, exactly.
And just leave.
No, I show up here with the camera, like, hey, G, ain't you supposed to be on tour? Mm-hmm.
Win AWOL. Don't worry.
Thank
Jesus.
you.
I'm supposed to be on stage right now.
Yep, second show.
You just
I'm a
go, shout out
homebody,
to
bro.
everybody. I have fun.
I am a homebody,
Yeah.
bro. I need to
Because
be
they
at
be
home.
they be partying too. Like they go out all
Love
night,
it.
every night. And you want to be that person on tour, that one person that's like, I'm gonna go to sleep, and everybody else like,
What?
Yeah.
What you mean? You corny.
Yeah.
right. I'm like, no.
No, thank
Sometimes
you.
it's like,
That's
Yeah.
maybe that's the only thing. That would be the only thing that gets me by is if like I have like family and or friends with me. Then that would get me by.
yeah, like a nice family friend.
Like
tour
somebody you
then-
know.
Yeah, like if you took the lab on
If
the
somebody,
road.
yeah, that. If somebody was like, "Yo, you going on tour? I'm flying you and your family out to all the cities, da da da, all expenses
That's a lab
paid,
tour.
da da da." I'd be like, "Shh, let's go. Where we going?"
Right.
Type thing.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's the thing with me is like I'm just very, people that I surround myself with. I like to be with them for the most of like my life.
Yeah.
And I
I
think
feel
that's
that.
my thing of like, I doing that with like a long period of time doing that, I wouldn't be able to handle. So I can barely
Gotcha.
do it. I can barely do it like 2 days.
I
So
can do it for that one night. Dang,
Yeah,
that's too
right.
much.
Right. I'm on tour. I'm on the stage like, dang, this is really
Dang,
still
it's a
going on.
lot.
We got one more set.
We still have how many songs?
We ain't started yet.
He's there with the lights go on. It's the first song, lights go on. He rises up. Dang, how many songs we got?
it's still going on.
This is just rehearsal.
Introducing Janet.
And you ask somebody in the crowd. Ask somebody, how many?
Y'all got a program?
3 more?
Y'all got a program?
Bad annoying. Y'all are stupid.
You heard it here first. Labs going on tour.
Yeah,
Hey.
that'd be crazy.
I'll be lit.
At least do a CT tour.
Maybe all right. I might
how
feel
would-
better with a movie. If it was a movie, I think I would feel better.
I mean, obviously, because like that, it's like
Yeah,
you're not really
that-
traveling like that.
Mm.
Yeah, it's usually one set. And
It's one
usually dance
set.
movies just like that.
Yeah, sometimes they don't need you for the whole thing
Straightforward.
if you're
Yeah,
a dancer.
yeah, that'd be the only thing. Or if they cast me in like, yo, you gotta be in the next. We chose you specifically for this next Marvel movie. I'd be like, yeah, I gotta go randomly. I don't even act, but if that's the thing, I'm like,
Hey,
hey, we need you. We need you in Wakanda. How long y'all need me?
How
That's
long-
probably the only thing.
Yeah, that's fire.
Yeah,
Cheer, come back.
I made it.
I was,
Damn.
I was gone for a year, and my clip is like 3 seconds.
Everybody just standing still, Joe, like this in the back.
No, you didn't even make it in the movie. You made it into the trailer. It's just the trailer.
I'm in the DVD cut.
The director's cut. You go to the premiere like,
Yo. Yeah, exactly. Oh, I'll be stressed, bro.
like what?
He'd be like, real quick. That's
So what? Ah,
It pans by. Oh, that's me. Keep
that's
going.
me.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that'd
I
be.
did it.
Is there
Definitely movie.
is there anything that's, speaking of like knowing what you're not? Is there anything that you guys ever like stopped because you were like, nah, this ain't me,
A job.
when it was supposed to be you?
That part.
like a job.
A job.
Not even a job, something that you like had your eyes set on for a while, and then was like, this actually isn't. This isn't what I'm supposed to be doing. That you thought you needed.
That I thought I needed.
Hmm.
I gotta think about that. I forget about a lot of stuff I do.
Well, I said we'll do it next week. We'll do it next
I
week.
really forget
Yeah,
about a
let's
lot
save
of things
that
I
question.
do.
We'll save that one.
Let's go on.
Let's oh, you got another question.
Yeah.
This one is from, can you guess?
Maddie.
She's still watching? Yeah.
Daisy?
No.
Oh.
But yeah, let me see if we got any new ones. T. Oops. T. This one's from, just guess. How do you become so swaggy?
Maddie.
Yes, Maddie.
Who? It's all of us?
I guess all of us. I should be like all of y'all except Gerald.
Everyone except Gerald.
Man, I mean,
It's so funny.
For me, I pull from what I like. If I see style, I'm like, I love the way they're doing that, and I like feel the swag into it. I don't know. I think that's what it is. I just look at what I like, and I'm like, well, that style is wild, and then I try to make it my own and do my own little thing with it.
dope.
Yeah, and just helps a lot.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Being of the
Being of the
pigmented color.
helps a lot, having soul. Having soul
A
and
little
stuff,
swag. By default.
Eat down the road.
Eat on down.
Oh man.
Bro.
That helps a lot too.
Yeah.
Because
Absolutely.
like growing up with the music in general,
Yeah.
like the army music, the old school music,
Yeah,
and
I'm
just
happy as
like
hell.
I just think that helps me personally be
Mhm.
the swag that I am because of my history with my
absolutely.
culture.
That's a good
Yeah.
answer. I like that. Maddie, for my answer, I just watch you, and I'm like, oh,
Aw.
swagger in
Yes.
a jar right there. You're
You're
just
so nice,
a
Gerald.
little swag ball that you can just
Right.
bounce.
Swag
Swag
ball
each
bounce.
time.
Swag ball bounce.
I love being inspired by people who
Yeah.
I see a lot. Like
Mhm.
I'm inspired by you. I'm inspired by you. And I remember you did this one move in class, and I was like, "Oh, I'm taking that."
Wait, Ty?
I've done it
With me?
before.
Ty?
Ty,
Yeah.
I've done it before in one of my dances, and
What
I was
was
like, it was like he always does that
beat,
kick
yeah,
thing.
yeah.
Oh,
What?
That was you.
Uh-huh.
Fire! I did it once in one of my dances, and I was like, yeah.
Yeah,
But I did it. I made it my own.
yeah.
And like, I'm inspired by you too, Gerald. Everything you
Thanks.
can't be doing.
I
Gerald, when I tell you, he loves a good.
love it to a TTTT.
He love a good
Especially
beat.
to a guitar. But I even said this to you, Maddie. I said, Swaggy is as Swaggy does.
Mm.
What that means is, like Quay just said, just being inspired by the swaggy people.
Yeah.
Yep.
You eventually just pick up on little swaggers
Yep,
here
yep,
and there.
yep.
Yeah, especially when you be doing like the. I just love the. That's why Rain is my favorite one from you.
Rain, yeah.
Oh,
It was very like.
Oh yeah.
Like it was just. I love that.
Yeah.
You're pretty good at going.
and stops.
Yeah, starting stops.
His
My
stops.
Like you're really
yeah,
good
my
at
start- my starting
yeah.
stops.
starting stops.
Starting stops is crazy.
Yeah.
And control.
You ate up what do you call it too? Frozen. You ate that one up.
Oh,
Yeah,
that
you
was
ate
my
that one.
jam. One, it was Sabrina Claudio.
Yeah, that's the
Two, that was my song. And three, what? You had me in the moment.
Yeah, you was in it.
I felt like I was in the fall.
Yeah,
She said leaves falling. I was like, yeah.
your face on that part. You was like, I was like, let's go, Quay.
Yeah.
Oh man.
So yeah, your starting stops are crazy. I think my favorite one was the Lucky Day joint. I
Oh.
believe. Starting stops like when he's like this. The freaking
Oh, yeah,
says,
create,
pulls it
yeah.
down and something. Yeah, it was crazy.
Mhm.
You're crazy.
You know, out of all the dances you've done, the one dance like still that sticks with me, and I didn't kill it that day, but you did Janae
Probably
Oku.
did.
It was
Janae one, eh?
no Janae.
Oh, Janae.
It was she did it
I
was the
did it.
one it was
You did
with
it?
the acapella
All above and beyond.
above and beyond.
Oh, that's yeah.
I tell you I love that one. That,
That was
was so
fire.
good.
Yeah. I actually made that like half up in class.
That was really good.
Like,
I really that was a good
Yeah,
one.
I felt that one. That was a moment.
That was in
time.
my beginning stages of the lab. Girl, if you see my
What?
Shut up.
What?
if
Say
you
it.
see like my videos from before, tragic.
What do you mean?
Yes, I watched from when I first started here.
Oh.
Not teaching, taking people's classes. Taking people's classes. It's tragic.
Yeah. But look at you now.
Yes, and I'm glad that's why we film, because it's good to watch your
Yo, because we did. We had to sit down and watch in my crib. We were just watching all our videos.
Oh, word.
Yeah, they
That's
complained, but we was gonna watch them. I was like, no, don't watch them. Yep. Look at yourself.
Look at
Ooh,
you.
everybody was watching. I was sitting there like this.
He was almost half. Yeah.
Yo.
Craig was half asleep. We
I
get
was
it.
out.
But you woke up for your part though. Craig was like,
Yeah, I always say that.
I like to critique myself.
I watch either my solo or like with a group at least 20 times.
got to,
At least
Right.
20 times, back to back.
got you.
I be watching my own videos, like when I choreograph and I do
Yeah.
my own solos for my stuff.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
critique myself because sometimes I'm like, why'd you do that so hard? Like,
Absolutely.
I always do.
That's the only. That's one of the ways like that at least I do to get better. Because I need to literally like just watch myself and be like, all right, G, nope, yes, nope, yep, nope, that was trash. That was great.
That's great.
Yeah. So those are the little things.
Oh wait, how did I get so swaggy?
How you get some swaggies, Ty?
I
What's your
think-
Crocs?
I feel like for myself, certificate of authenticity.
His mom signed it herself.
Mom signed
Oh,
it, say,
man.
you got this, baby.
My baby's a star.
He's a
No, I
star.
just feel like, yo, I'm telling you, coming to yourself, you know, understanding yourself. Again, I think this like whole episode kind of brings it together.
Yeah.
Like Andre did 3000 said, it's just like, you know, knowing what you're good at and what you're not. And I just think I feel like I know myself well.
Mhm.
I know what I look good in. I know what fits my body well. I know how I feel when I do certain things. That's how I feel like it's like, okay, cool. How can I bring my swag? I was like, yo, I could just literally be myself
Right.
because I just know myself.
Did you have? Was that a struggle
That's
for
a
you
good answer.
being taller?
No, it was easier. I think the only thing is like sometimes things don't have my sizes, but I mean I can figure it out.
Yeah.
I mean I think from a young age I was always able to dress. I was pretty good at dressing, like really
Yeah,
young.
no, he's always fresh. in high
yeah,
school.
yeah. So
Mhm.
I was always like, cool. I already know how to dress, so I'm cool with that. I went out to the clubs when I was like 16.
Well, as far as dancing was,
Well, that helped.
Oh,
Dressing
right.
well,
Right.
but dancing was always freestyled. Like we would freestyle
Yeah,
together.
yeah.
Like again,
It was a lot of
me and
freestyle.
Gerald danced together forever, man. So it was like we always just like Gerald would create something like, oh, I'm about to make something. I was like, all right,
Yeah.
cool. What did you make? It's like nothing. Now watch, boom, boom, boom. I was like,
Yeah,
all right,
yeah,
follow,
yeah.
I'll follow, and then we just do that all day. So
Yeah, so a lot of our
Yeah.
swaggers were really the same.
yeah,
Like a
we
lot of
just
because
kinda
you're very
like-
light on your feet.
Huh?
You're very airy.
You are very.
Oh, I think that comes from like not always dancing in the house and not
Trying to
stomping,
make-
not being able to stomp,
trying
not
to
being
make
able to
noise.
stomp because people would be
Mm.
loud.
Yeah.
So then I just got accustomed to it, and it's actually kind of a problem because then like I think a lot of your power comes from like being grounded.
Grounded, yeah.
So like if you want to do some upper things, if you're not grounded, it's just harder.
Mm.
So I have to kind
Interesting.
of like now I have to kind of relearn that. That's why like I'm always people are like, dang, you stomping mad loud. I was like, yo, because I got to relearn how to stomp. For real.
That's dope.
Right.
Yeah.
That's a dope story.
Again, knowing yourself.
Ah.
Like how like I'm not good at I'm good
I
at
should've
that,
took-
but I'm not good at being grounded right now.
I should
Yeah.
have took that note because I was making noise. I was making note.
Yo.
You sleep? You sleep?
Headphones blasting through like
Right.
dang.
My mom be like,
I be trying
my
not
head
to. I'm like,
ah.
I'm like,
Oh, man.
trying to be all whisper. Yeah.
Especially when
Dang,
the
that's
floor is
interesting.
cracked.
I
No
wonder.
power.
I wonder what my. I guess you can call that like a crutch, right?
Yeah.
I wonder what my crutch was because I was dancing in my room too, but I was. I wonder if
Oh,
mine is
basement.
space. Well, I had my basement too, and that was carpeted, so I mean, maybe carpet was my thing. I wasn't sliding as much.
Mm,
Question for everybody.
Interesting.
yeah.
What was I always like to ask this question, people, because you could have picked any style of dance that ever, but what was it about hip hop that like caught your eye?
Huh, BT music videos.
It wasn't hip hop. It was Rise for me.
Oh yeah, yeah. You were a big crump.
Once
Oh, that's
Rise
right,
came
you
out,
did start
That's what
Crump.
inspired me to dance, like for real, for real. I was like,
Mhm.
oh, I'm learning this.
Yeah.
After that, I took off, and then after that, I just learned anything else, just to help me crump, and then freestyle and do it all the things.
So crump is like would you say
was
that's
my
your
thing
Mhm.
was your thing?
for a while, but yeah, I stopped because then I wanted to learn everything, and then now I lost the foundation of it and stuff. And people were like, "Yeah, I want to get back into it," but I'm like,
I feel like you
Yeah.
add it in there
think about like my
sometimes.
bag, huh?
You do add it in there sometimes.
Yeah, because like I
Yeah.
still got it.
Yeah.
I just don't
Do
want
it
to
all the
be
time.
all. I just don't want to. I'm
Yeah.
tired, y'all.
That's what it come down to.
Huh?
And plus, like at the time, crump wasn't the more commercial style of dance. So if you had a
Yeah.
career
Right.
path,
It was
you
real
weren't-
raw.
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying. I think that's what it was. It was like the documentary is like you could tell like they got them at their prime, like their most vulnerable state where they were so happy just to
Mhm.
do this,
Just to do the
where they were
documentary.
arguing back and forth about it, and like, it was just so good. Like that movie was just like I was sitting in the movie there like,
Oh my god.
yeah, for real.
Yeah,
Right.
Yeah.
yeah. Mine was definitely music video inspired. Everything from
Mm.
my first dance journey, obviously Michael Jackson, because just watching
Yeah.
those concerts, you just want to dance. But hip hop in general, it's literally the music videos and the boy bands that were out like B2K and who else was out? Yeah, like other boy bands. Like
NSYNC
even though it was
too
like
was
NSYNC,
good. Yeah,
like,
all
even though
them.
it wasn't hip hop, like they were
Yeah.
doing hip hop moves. Movies, any movies that came out with dancing, it was primary,
You Got
especially in the
Served.
'90s. Yeah,
All that.
even before that, like the
Oh,
'90s, when there was like
man.
any type of dance thing, it was like hip hop was so popular at the time.
Yeah.
So that kind of was already the like even
The goal.
Goofy movie. Perfect example. That's one of my biggest
Yeah,
things
yeah.
for dancing in general is the Goofy movie,
Yeah.
and that was heavily hip hop inspired. So that got me up dancing.
They ate that up.
Give Goofy. But side note, Goofy movie. It's actually getting its flowers
It's
now.
flowers for
It's
sure.
getting its flowers now.
They need a reboot
in
of the
2020
same one.
Yeah,
Like
exactly.
don't do nothing new to it. Just remaster it. Get it look
Just
clean
give
up.
it, yeah, clean it up.
Yeah, because
You ain't
that
gotta
movie
do much.
that was good. That was good.
Bro,
Might
so
wanna watch
now
it.
they got the mascot at Disney, Max
Of,
Max in the Powerline
Okay.
costume, and like now he walks up to the kids like that's like a thing now. So
Does he dance?
I think so.
He
So
better.
that's it. It's getting its flowers now, but that's literally one of the things that got me to at least start like I can dance if I
Mhm.
wanted to type of thing.
Okay, animations.
What about
Yep.
you?
Yeah, what's yours?
Missy
What
Elliott.
brought you to hip? Oh,
Yeah.
Missy Elliott brought you to hip hop.
Well, I think I've always been in hip hop. I don't know. I just always gravitated towards it.
You did say
Watching
Lady
my-
Gaga.
Huh?
No, you said you wouldn't dance.
You wouldn't dance to Lady Gaga.
Okay, got you.
Just watching people move in hip hop, I was like, ooh. But I think seeing Missy and all her videos and watching the dancers in there was like, yeah,
That's what
this
you
is,
did.
I wanted it. Like I was like, I want to be her backup dancer.
Fire.
I still like to this day, I'm like, the goal is Missy Elliott.
Yeah.
But yeah, Missy was like when I was like, yeah, this is it.
Yeah.
This is how I want to dance.
Hell yeah.
Dope. Yeah, it's interesting how it is now today too. It's like with how hip hop is such a popular dance style
Mm-hmm.
in general. But we'll talk about that another time. But yeah, man, this been a longer episode than I thought we were gonna do.
Yeah, we're supposed to be.
Yeah, it's supposed to be a quick
For
one.
sure, it's normal.
Uh,
We never
but
right.
yeah,
It's never
started
we
a
be
little
talking,
late, but we talking, we rapping, we doing our thing.
spitting.
Hey, at
game.
least we happy, y'all.
Yeah, absolutely. Any closing remarks?
I mean, I think Andre 3000, like, said the best.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Like, trying to be ourselves, like, know what you're good at, know your strengths, all that good stuff, and
Yeah.
just keep on striving to like be the best you, be the best version of you, so you could be the best version for everybody else.
absolutely.
I would say as far as concept video wise, if you have an idea, do it.
Hell yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But make sure you're doing it for yourself and not doing it for other people, because then it won't come out like you want it to.
Mm-hmm.
So make sure you're not rushing it, but make sure like you write it down and like, I want to do this, do it. It might be something nobody's seen before.
Hell yeah.
So yeah.
Word. Mine is know what you're not, and also don't let anybody else tell you what you are,
Period.
because people will tell you up and down what you are, and that's not you. You tell yourself who you are. Even when it comes to parents too. Like once you get a certain age, you kind of know what your life is going to be. You set that for yourself. Make it responsible, of course, but only you know who you are and who you're not, and don't let anybody else tell you any different.
Mm-hmm. Word.
Yeah.
Hell
Yeah.
Word.
And that has been.
And that has been Chemistry Season 2, Episode 2, baby.
We
Woo.
back in effect.
Shout out to everybody who's in the chat. Shout out to Daisy. Shout out to Laura. Shout out to Maddie. And
Word.
I'm going to guess our biggest fan, Raymond, is with
Raymond is here. I mean, obviously, I feel like,
Yeah. Yeah,
All
he's pretty much here. If he's not here, if he's not there, he's here in spirit. In some
right.
way.
He'll probably watch tomorrow if he's not watching
Yeah.
today.
He'll catch up. But that's been another episode.
Yes. Thank
Bye.
y'all.